Welcome back to the National Defense. It's Randy Miller. And, I love finding things out about veteran events, things that empower veterans and things that kind of shine a spotlight always on veterans. And I just found out about another one of those the other day that I had no idea about, Miss Veteran America. And it's a competition. The purpose of the event is to showcase the woman behind the uniform, beyond the uniform. I love that. Along with being soldiers, Marines, airmen, sailors, coasties, also mothers, wives, daughters, and sisters. And it's fantastic. The next one's coming up in October, but we have the reigning Miss Veteran America here, Sergeant Victoria Ashley Taylor. And this is just such an honor to have you. Victoria, how are you?
I'm great. Thank you for having me, Randy. I'm really excited to be a part of your interview, and it's been a hot day, but this is an exciting way to tie it up.
I love the crown. I love the crown.
Thank you.
And congratulations on the win. What now? When you win Miss Veteran America, what are your responsibilities?
So, as you had kind of reviewed, the Miss Veteran America competition is a competition that is made to highlight the woman beyond the uniform. And we pride ourselves in that because we are more than just our uniformed selves. We're also mothers, sisters, daughters, wives, and we have a broader spectrum of responsibilities outside of the uniform. And so being honored with the title of Miss Veteran America comes with the responsibilities of spending a whole calendar year advocating for homeless women veterans and their children with the nonprofit 501c3 Final Salute Inc. And that is providing homeless women veterans and their children with safe and suitable transitional housing, as well as financial aid, assistance, and education.
Oh, that's fantastic. So it really does a lot more than just your typical pageant or competition. And you were in the Marines, right?
Yes, I'm a proud United States Marine Corps combat camera, combat photographer, videographer, veteran, and I am currently a professional photographer for the United States Secret Service out of DC.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah, so thankfully they took my DD-214 and my skill experience from being a good old jarhead and hired me there.
Well, you don't look like a jarhead to me. I can tell you that. Tell us about your experience in the military. How was that for you? And your grandfather was in the Marines, right?
Yes, my grandfather, who actually just sadly passed away in June,
Oh, I'm sorry.
a couple weeks ago. He served 30 years in the United States Marine Corps. He was a Mustang. He was a supply officer right before he got out. And being a Mustang, he was enlisted, and then he temporarily commissioned at one point when they needed officers. They're like, hey, here's a piece of paper, sign this, and you're commissioned. Congratulations. But after he was done being temporarily commissioned, he went back to being enlisted up to Master Gunnery Sergeant, and then commissioned officially and retired as a captain after doing 30 years of faithful service to the Marine Corps and our country.
What a hero. What a hero.
I know. And he never talked about his career a lot. Gotten to see a lot of his medals and awards. Saw that he had a Marine and Navy Commendation Medal with Valor, and I'm going to have to do research and figure out what he did to earn that. He just never talked about his career much, and a lot of vets don't. A lot of older vets don't, and that's okay. But he inspired me and my little brother to join the Marine Corps. And my brother joined in 2014, and I followed and joined in 2015.
Oh, that is so cool. That is, it was such a great inspiration. And you're right. A lot of veterans, especially in the World War II era, certainly
Vietnam.
they never talk. Exactly. They never talk about their service, and you have to kind of find it out on your own. But now you talk about some. You had some commendations of your own here, didn't you?
Just a NAM, just a Navy and Marine Corps Achievement Medal for being good at what I was doing and producing good imagery and documentation while forward deployed with the 13th Marine Expeditionary Unit. And that was from 2018 to 2019.
And how was that? You'd go out and did you already know about photography?
So when I joined the Marine Corps, I actually signed as a combat camera with. They don't assign you a job until you get to school, and thankfully, I got assigned to videography. I always enjoyed video. I actually wanted to go to film school as a kid, and we were financially, our family just wasn't able to provide for college education, and that's okay. I had a 2-year full ride scholarship for running cross country at a junior college, and I did a theater program there. And I didn't get my degree. Math is the bane of my existence, and I will.
Me too.
I'm still working on the degree, but it'll come at a later date. So after not getting my degree again, I was short that math degree or that math credit. And I said, well, I'm physically fit enough. And I had done Marine Corps ROTC in high school. And I saw that combat camera was an option on this computer screen on the Marines webpage. And I said, hey, if I can get a combat camera job, I'll join. And I wasn't going to do mechanics. Like my little brother is he just got out of the Marine Corps a couple months back after doing 9 years. And he's an aircraft mechanic. He's working for NASA currently. And I never wanted to do something that was going to be the same thing day in and day out. I wanted something that I wouldn't know what tomorrow might bring. And combat camera definitely gave me that different office every single day experience. And being ComCam, I was usually, and a girl, apparently we're unicorns in the majority of the Marine Corps. So I would get attached to these all male units and document what they were doing, our infantry, and joint training with other forces. We trained with the Sri Lankans and we trained with the Italians. It was just a great experience to fly in all types of aircrafts, join all different types of units. People will say, oh, well, who were you with? And I couldn't tell you. I would have to go back and look into all the units I ever got attached to because it was so many.
That sounds so cool, though. What a cool job.
Yeah, I was assigned as videographer, but if you were to join combat camera or communication strategy and operations is what they've renamed it as, you would learn photo, video, and story writing. So I just learned video, but then when I got to the fleet after schooling, I ultimately had to learn how to do photo on the fly,
right,
and then also learn story writing. And I had no idea that story writing wasn't anything like a school essay. I think I only ever officially published one story. It's not very long, but it took months to do because I just wasn't, I was learning on the job. So,
well, if you're working for the Secret Service now, you must be pretty good at it.
I really enjoy photography. Videography, I feel, is a lot more work. It can take a lot more time to do and produce one video product. And I really enjoy photography because with Secret Service, I'm in the forensic services division, and we don't just document events and behind the scenes, the things that people don't see, the public will never see. But we also get to document fingerprints and evidence and crime scenes, or occasionally going on raids and documenting raids of bad guys.
and you're doing it as Ms. Veteran America. I mean, I think that's incredible. The next competition is going to be October 13th, and the MC is Nick Koser, the Dancing Weatherman.
Yes, the Dancing Weatherman. He has got some moves. He is very popular on social media.
I would encourage people to go to YouTube and check him out. I mean, this guy, he is I thought, what's that going to be? This guy's got some serious moves. He's
got a big personality and some big moves to go with it.
He does. He really does. And he can tell
you about the weather.
He can tell you about the weather. I mean, he's the guy's a triple threat. But so tell me about this competition, Victoria. We're talking to Sergeant Victoria Ashley Taylor, Miss Veteran America, the reigning Miss Veteran America, and. What is the competition like? Is it pretty close to Miss America, or what are they concentrating on?
So, the Miss Veteran America, we pride ourselves in being a competition. We kind of steer away from that word pageant because we're not a pageant.
Right.
So I never grew up doing pageants at all. This was my first time ever doing anything like this. And we pride ourselves in being a competition because It's it's highlighting more than just your physique or a dress. It's
Right.
what's behind all of that.
Right.
Yes,
Right.
we can get blitzed and glamored, but we're not, that's not our goal. And so we try to steer away from the P word. And if a girl currently competing uses the P word, which is pageant, she has to do push-ups.
Is that right? That's pretty
Yeah,
good. That's
yeah.
pretty
So
good.
I'll have to do some push-ups after this for saying the word pageant so much. But that's okay. I'll get my
How many push-ups
workout
can you
in.
do?
Oh, I mean, I can do a good amount. I mean, I like to
Oh yeah, you
be
get. Oh yeah, sun's out,
pretty
guns
fit.
out.
I still get to the gym and I work out, and I try my best to maintain a good physical well-being. But I'll be doing a good amount after this.
So now,
I'll
what do
do
you
100
do?
after this.
So when the competition starts, what kind of things do you compete in? What kind of areas?
So the competition consists of our interviews. We have a talent section, and the talent consists of a lip sync competition. So you pick a
Oh wow,
song, and then you lip sync and perform. And it's just a way to let loose, have fun.
sure.
You're not having to sing or play an instrument or do anything.
What was
We're
your
all on the
song?
same
What was your
playing
song?
field. So for our semifinals, I did Princess Anna for the first time in forever, and I did that by myself. And it was just a cute. I love Disney songs. My twin sister is a full-time performer at Disney World.
Oh
She actually
wow,
performed in a parade today. She performs in their daily parade. But I grew up loving Disney, and so I did that Princess Anna song for my semi. And then I wanted to do something a little crazier and more exciting for the final. And so I pulled in my twin sister and then one of her friends that also dances at Disney. We both grew up dancing together since we were 2 years old. So I have a dance background
right.
far before my military career. And so the three of us, we did Mamma Mia.
Oh
And
wow.
I decided to do that because it's a fun song that a lot of people know. They can really get into it. It's bubbly. And then the story also behind Mamma Mia is about a mom who raises her daughter single. And a lot of the time, I mean, with Miss Veteran America, we're advocating for homeless women veterans with
Right.
children because they're often
Right.
that left out population that's not thought about as often.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it was a
Absolutely.
really fun piece.
Mamma Mia. That's a great song though. I bet that went over great.
Yeah, it was good. I actually, I was awarded the top talent award
Oh wow!
for it.
Congratulations. Oh,
Thank you.
that's so good. And you got to do it with your sister. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, we actually had not danced together since we were in high school, our senior year of high school, I guess in theater once or twice, but like officially together, it had been about 10 to 12 years.
So you get interview. You've got the talent
Our
portion,
talent.
and then what else?
And then we have our so interview, we have talent, and then we have our evening attire. So just
Okay.
like the effort that you put into your attire and um,
Can you wear
seeing,
anything?
yeah, you can wear whatever you're most comfortable in. And I had a dress that I had made a cape for, and it was actually a two-piece dress that I had gotten sewn into one. And it doesn't have to be the most expensive $1,000 dress. I think
Right.
mine might have been 100 secondhand. And then I got this scarf that I had sewn these clips on. And then the last part that they judge you on for that main trio is your advocacy and your efforts.
Mm.
It doesn't have to be who raised the most money. It's how you go through and advocate during your advocacy. So right now we have our top 20 finalists that are fundraising. They're advocating. We have our three-pronged approach, which is awareness, assistance, and aspiration. So how are you informing your community? How are you advocating? I did raffles for mine. I did different little fundraisers on Facebook, and I did some giveaways, and I did some Facebook Live giveaways, and I might have had one person watching, but that's okay. It's the effort that you're putting into it. And I also, with Addie's Magazine, had an interview with them in which I had Final Salute Inc. mentioned. So just doing the best you can to advocate, approach, and show that you can take on that weight for the next 12 months. It's a lot. It's a
Yeah.
lot of events. It's and at the ultimately it's a lot of people see it as a crown and a sash, but these are just our talking points. It gets the conversation going so that we can talk to you more about what Final Salute Inc. is, who founded it, who she is, why it was founded, and why this is so important.
Oh, that's so cool. And so, do you speak to a lot of groups?
So I have gotten to speak to Care Now Blue Cross Blue Shield at their headquarters in Baltimore. And I've also gotten to speak to some women's groups, Daughters of the American
Oh,
Revolution.
sure.
And I have gotten to speak to some Girl Scouts and other women veterans. And I advocate and start a conversation whenever possible.
You know, this is quite a year for me because not only do I get to interview you as Miss Veteran America, but I also got to interview a pilot at Whiteman Air Force Base that stepped out of a B-2, and she was about 22, 23 years old, and it's just so refreshing to see where women are in the military right now. Don't you think so?
I do. I really do think so. A lot of the main integration of women into the
And Miss America and Miss America
yes,
herself.
yes. I actually was working at her graduation in Colorado last year, which is funny.
Oh, wow, that's
I didn't
funny.
know her obviously, but it was still cool to know that she like graduated when I was at that
Yeah,
graduation, doing my job. But I think it's important to show that it's not just a stigma of, oh, you have to be a certain way to be in the military. You can be poised and polished and be able to give back to this country too. And a lot of people will think that it's not the time or place to do it, but I think it's great. I mean,
I think it's fantastic. Why
it's a
not?
way to just
Why
bring
not?
more women veterans together and learn from
Yeah.
each other and advocate for those that are our sisters in arms that are struggling.
Well, I think that's fantastic. I think you're a wonderful representation of not only the military, but also for just women in general. You just really do a great job, and congratulations on everything. Are you going to be sad when it's all over in October?
Um, I don't think I'll be sad. I'll be excited to pass on the reins, so to say.
Hmm.
But what's great about Miss Veteran America is that once you're a queen, you're a forever queen.
That's right.
And this sisterhood and the way that this competition has brought so many amazing women together. I've got our judges are all former contestants. They represent each and every single
Oh, that's
branch.
cool.
We don't have Space Force represented yet officially, but that's we have an excuse for that. I don't think anyone's
And
really
this has been
retired
going
out of the
since
Space.
2012, right?
Yes, 2012, and Denise Gordon Watts is our current director, and she was the first queen to win.
That
And
is
so she's
great.
been the director since, I don't think since 2012, but she's been directing this competition. And then she works closely with Jazz Booth, Final Salute Inc.'s founder. And I'm sure that after October 13th that I'll be helping in any way and capacity and form that I can. We have former contestants that help out with music, and we have former contestants that help out with other aspects of the competition. Coming up next month, we have our next uniform event, which is providing just another step of assistance for transitioning women out of the military because it takes more than just a resume. That's our quote.
Right,
It takes more
right.
than just a resume to get into the civilian workforce, and we provide headshots, makeovers, getting their hair done,
Oh, that's
and
great.
free business attire, all at no cost to transitioning women or women veterans that may need that extra boost of confidence to be a civilian. Because I'll tell you, after wearing your hair in a bun for 4.5 years, you forget how to do your hair
Right.
in a different capacity. And no, those aren't the things that matter, but they help, especially with your personal confidence.
Just throw a
of going
crown
into
on it.
that job interview. I know.
Just throw a crown on it. Well, Victoria, hey, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for your service. Where's the best place for people to go to find out more about Ms. Veteran America, but also for the cause that it supports?
Yes. So thank you again, Randy, for having me. The two websites, and they're actually both. So without the competition, we don't have the organization. Without the organization, we don't have the competition. And we have finalsaluteinc.org. And then we also have missveteranamerica.org. And then even if you go to just one of those websites, you can find additional links to its sister website.
Right, right. Well, thank you so much, and continued great success. And we'll be watching for you at the competition.
Thank you. Will you guys be coming down?
We actually did think about that. I mean, that would be a fun thing to cover. We'll see if we
And
can.
it's a fun excuse to go down to Orlando.
Well, it's true. It's true. I was just at an event in Orlando, the Warrior Games from the Department
Oh,
of Defense.
fantastic.
Yeah, that was quite an experience right there at Walt Disney World.
Yes, yeah, I really wanted to go down that weekend, and my grandfather had passed away that week right before, so I was traveling home
Yeah.
to Alabama to be home with family. But I had some friends that are Navy from Walter Reed Hospital competing down there, so it was great to see all the pictures and
Yeah.
excitement. And I actually documented Warrior Games in 2016 as a little baby Marine, and
Oh,
so
did you really?
hopefully I did. Yeah, they were in Chicago that year. And so hopefully next year I'll be able to attend wherever they're at and support my friends competing. So
Well, I grew up in Knoxville, Tennessee. You're from Alabama?
yes, yeah,
Oh,
I'm actually going to Tennessee this weekend.
If I had known you were from Alabama, I would have talked slower.
Oh goodness. Well, I'm already blonde. The volume wasn't on. That was my own fault. I was like, I can't hear you. Oh wait, that's me.
Victoria, thank you.
Marines eat crayons too, so I'll take it.
Thank you so much. It was such a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you so much, Randy. And I love your shirt, by the way. It's
Oh,
so
thank
photo.
you. I'm trying to be, when you're on with Miss Veteran America, you got to
You
play the
have to be
part.
patriotic.
That's right. Exactly. Thank you so much. You have a great day.
Thank you, Randy. Bye.